Hello and welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities Tarot. My name's Rochelle and I'm doing a reading for Aquarius in all placements. It is timeless, of course. I'm going to put some prosperity dust on the table. I'm just going to be looking at what's going on, doing sort of a free-form style of the Celtic cross. Kind of, sort of, not really Celtic cross. So let's see what's going on for Aquarius. I'm gonna start with what deck? Queen of the Moon Oracle. What's the current situation? What's going on for Aquarius? Fear. I don't need glasses for this. I think that's 41. Nope. 11. Fear. We got some fear here. Hunger. 29. Breaks down to an 11. We got two 11s here. Change. 35. Okay. You're grappling with some kind of fear. I mean, obviously. There's something that is pulling at you that is causing it's like leaving you I say this, it's like you're feeling this fear and there's this feeling of wanting to withdraw, to shut down and pull away from what is pulling at you. And in the process of doing this, it's putting you into this energy of wanting more, wanting different, wanting change. This hunger, there's a hunger that is growing inside you that maybe you haven't been aware of. It's something that it's a hunger for not fear. It's a hunger for the desire to come out of hiding, to come out of protective mode and be able to rise up again. To be able to leave behind this feeling of wanting to just hide away, because there's tied to her hands are all of these crows, and there's a bird cage as well. The crows are all loose. The bird cage is empty. Oh, and she even has wings herself. There's a fear of being caged. It's like it's like you're holding something at bay, you're holding something off, but in doing that, it is depleting you, or it's keeping you from what you actually want, or as you are in this self-protective mode, you understand that there's a cage you could be stuck in. It's stuck to you for some reason, but you're not in it. But it's like, it's kind of like threat, threat of being caged. And this is a part of the fear. It's not real. It's something that is tethered to you. And I feel like you have a hunger to be free of this. To change everything. You want... It's like you inherently want to shake things up as a way to release yourself, to free yourself somehow. Let me see more about what this is about. I'll go with the Mystic Mondays Tarot. What is this? I mean, it could even be a fear of change itself. It could be too where it's like fearing that change will leave you feeling hungry, not being able to get your needs fulfilled somehow. We've got 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The Emperor, Aries energy. The Sun, Leo energy. So we have all this fire. Very strong. It's like... there's an impatience. There's a decisive feeling of wanting to take control, knowing what you need to do to go after your happiness, to create happiness for yourself. What is the 7 of Pentacles? Strength in reverse. Because you feel like you have lost your... It's like in waiting too long, you've lost your courage or something, or you feel like if you wait too long, it's like you've been sitting on something. You've been kind of cowering, and it has drained you of your strength, your courage, something like this. What is this, Emperor? The Moon in reverse. You're getting really honest with yourself. You're seeing something clearly. Something that was hidden is now coming to light, and you want to take control. Because your happiness is at stake here. That's tied to this change. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Yeah. You understand that it's time to turn things around. That as long as you stay in this fear energy, it's going to continue to deplete you. It's going to be a self-fulfilling prophecy and throw you into a tailspin. And you are taking control. You're seeing this about yourself. Or whatever situation you're dealing with, and you're like, okay, I know what it takes to be happy. Let's start with finding my center, my inner peace. Maybe you're meditating. Maybe you're finding the middle ground. There's 2 mountains on either side of her, and she's just kind of balanced in between the 2. Not making any decisions one way or the other, but this is you maintaining your center. It's that baseline of happiness that I sometimes talk about, that you carry with you no matter what is happening. And that's a part of this change. It's a big shakeup, but it's something that you inherently know you need to do. It's something that is meant to help you feel better. Ultimately, you want to break out of this fear. So, okay, awesome. I like this because it feels very proactive. Like, okay, do next? So let's look at what's on your mind. I go with the Guides of the Hidden Realms. Just saw 1010. What is on Aquarius's mind? What's Aquarius thinking about? All the blessings everywhere. Gifts from the universe, synchronicity, 32. In reverse. Zenith at the peak. Victory, achievement, tangible, abundance. 2. Zenith, in reverse. The emergence of hope, faith, trusting in a divine plan, all is well, patience, 44. In reverse. All of these are in reverse. Yeah, you're impatient now. You're chomping at the bit because it's like you're moving backwards. You're moving away from what it is that you want to achieve. You feel like the blessings are not coming to you. What your ultimate happiness is somehow out of reach. And you're figuring out how to get there. I'm gonna read from these just real quick. All the blessings everywhere. There will always be someone you notice who is more successful, happier, younger, richer, or brighter than you. Or at least it appears that way from the outside. It's so easy to judge and condemn someone when you feel the pang of envy, or when you're driven by a self-righteous fervor to prove them unworthy. It's time to acknowledge these insecure comparisons that eat away at your self-worth, dim your light, and harm your well-being. It is an insidious, self-sabotaging trap. Didn't I just say that? This is the fear. You're somehow... You're finding yourself in a place, you're feeling very insecure, and it's keeping you from what it is you actually want. You don't need the approval of strangers because it will never be enough. There is only one you. Your life experience is yours and yours alone. You are perfect as you are, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. And Zenith at the peak here. You feel like you're... Let's see. After the peak of success and celebration comes a natural cycle of winding down. When you achieve the thing you've intended, sometimes there is a feeling of sadness afterward. It may feel like nameless disconnection and temporary confusion about what to do next. Let go of nostalgia and yearning and your need to rush to the next thing. Instead, be present to this twilight time. So, it's like something has happened, and you're feeling this kind of... There's a little bit of a depressed energy, a little bit of a depression or something that you're dealing with, where you're like, the come down. Like, what next? And it's a natural place to be after. It's like an in-between. It's sort of a feeling of limbo. Neither here nor there. You're coming from somewhere, you haven't gotten to where you want to go. You're kind of in this middle place, this purgatory. Celebrate this time of natural decrease. You need downtime. You need time to rest. And this is coming, there's something that is kicking up your feeling of insecurity. Maybe it's the fact that you aren't where you want to go, or you have gotten somewhere and you're like, now what? Now what do I do? And maybe you're not as far along as you'd like to go. Maybe you've started some kind of journey, and you see how much farther you need to go, and you're like, there might be other people that you're like, I wish I was as far along as them. But it's all about your process. It's about you needing to stick with your own process. It's not about comparing yourself to anyone else. And I feel like that's a part of the fear, is like you're going to somehow be left behind, or you're never going to catch up. Something like this. What is this? The emergence of hope. Sometimes we outwardly profess faith that something will happen, but deep down we don't really believe it. It's a mean game to play, and it only ends with us losing out. To explain it, we tell ourselves a story about our innate unworthiness or the world being inherently unfair. We take comfort in telling ourselves that it wouldn't have happened after all. Hope isn't based on stubbornly holding on to the specifics. You don't set your sights on a particular date when things must get better, or tie your faith to an if-then demand. If this happens, then I will be so happy, safe, rich, free, redeemed. Hope is knowing without a doubt that the essence of goodness will reveal itself somewhere, somehow, through someone or something. It is trusting that you were purposely created here, on purpose, with purpose. So you're really coming to terms with something here. You're having to lean in to faith, having faith that things are going to work out. Things have worked out before, and you made it through. And so this is just another one of those times in life. And faith, that's the great thing about faith, is it grows stronger the more experience you gain, because you can think back on all of the things that you've overcome and accomplished successfully, even in difficult times, and it will happen this time as well. I talk about this sometimes. I have a motto that I've leaned on for a very long time. It's gonna work out because it always works out. It doesn't always work out the way we hope, plan, or expect, but it always works out. So this is what you're working with right now. This fear of it not working out, that you're not good enough, this feeling of unworthiness, but there's something this is why you're in this in-between time, because it's like there's an integration period. And there's something about overcoming the fear and having faith and knowing that you know what you need to lean into being happy. And I say this fairly often. I have this postcard on my wall. Happiness is not a state to arrive at, but a method of traveling. It's all about leaning on you and what you know. Even when your brain goes crazy and out of control and you can't stop thinking, there's some part of you that understands that this too shall pass. It's gonna work out. It always does. So, okay. So what are your plans? What are your intentions? I'm going to go with this one. This Dreamkeeper's Tarot, I believe. Temperance in reverse, Sagittarian energy. Where are you going next? What are your plans? Intentions. Three of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Why? Why this Four of Cups? Page of Pentacles in reverse. King of Pentacles. Okay, there's somebody here. There's somebody here that it did not work out with, potentially. This King of Pentacles could be someone with strong earth placements in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. There's this like working together, collaborating together for some reason, but it's been out of balance, or things started out of balance, and now you're moving forward. Now you're, let's see, what is this? Temperance in reverse. The Lovers, Gemini energy. There was a connection here. A connection with somebody that left you out of balance. Maybe very hot and cold, or yeah, something was amiss here. But it seemed like it was good. With this Three of Pentacles, Ten of Wands in reverse. It was like okay. This can be where you went from one situation that left you feeling out of balance, and then you have met someone else, and meeting them, exchanging information has made you feel like you want to collaborate, like you're on the same page. There's teamwork here with someone new. The Four of Cups, though, see, the Four of Cups is what makes me think this is the same person. There's somebody here that you were out of balance with, but you're like, okay, let's figure out how to work this out. I want to drop the burden. I don't want this to be weighing on me anymore. Because something... Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's like the inability to take in new information, to learn a lesson. Either this King of Pentacles is someone that you feel is not, like they're not learning the lesson, or they're not figuring something out, or you feel this about them, like you feel this way, like you're the one who hasn't learned the lesson. Because this Four of Cups is like, well, I mean, this is your intention, this is what you're thinking about moving forward. It's like you're recognizing, you're admitting to yourself that you're not happy with the outcome of the collaboration here. There wasn't solid ground to stand on. So why is this your intention, though? Queen of Wands in reverse. Because you feel like you lost your power. You feel like, you feel like you lost your courage. You lost your strength due to some kind of fear involving somebody else. Why? Tell me more. Why? Queen of Cups in reverse. You could be dealing with, I mean, Queen of Cups in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse. It's like there's toxicity. There's something where there's things are out of balance emotionally, the passion is lost, or maybe it's like being too hyper focused on something. But yeah, I really get this sense of feeling like you've lost your spark, you've lost some kind of desire or inspiration. Three of Swords in reverse. And you're all about overcoming this. I don't know if this is just aspects of you where you're like emotionally all over, chaotic, all over the place, or you're like overly, it's like you're trying to overcompensate for something, and so you give too much and then you feel depleted. And you're all about like overcoming some kind of heartbreak. That's where this fear comes from. The pain of heartbreak. And you don't want to experience that again, so you're in this place of self-protection, but it's actually pulling you further away from your happiness, because somehow you understand that you are perpetuating the fear. And your whole point is coming out of this feeling of disappointment, even boredom, of feeling disconnected. It looks like her heart is hovering above her head. Feeling disconnected from your emotions. Maybe that's the point. Maybe that's what you're trying to do. You don't want to be connected to your emotions anymore, because they're too out of control. It's a very uncomfortable place for you to be. And you know this all needs to change. You know that by disconnecting from your heart, it's going to help you heal, because you're too in your emotions. Because that's where, I see, this is the thing though, is you think that it's your heart that you need to disconnect from, your emotions. What it is though, is it's your mind that's kicking up feelings, but it's your mind that's telling you things that aren't real, that aren't true. And so you're believing what you're thinking, and that's causing your emotions to get out of control. And so you are working on finding your happy place, your balance. You're like, okay, scrap this, all of this. Let's start from scratch. I feel like you're trying to be more logical. You're trying to separate yourself from your emotions, because it's going to help you somehow gain control of somehow bring things to the surface, help you see things more clearly. Whether that's true or not, I'm not sure. But let's see what's going on. Where are we at? Oh my goodness. What's going on? Lightseer's Tarot. What's going on in your environment? What is, let's see, is that what I want to ask? What do I want to ask? We know what you're working on. We know where you're heading. You're overcoming something here with someone. Yeah, let's just see. What's happening in your environment? What's going on around you that you may not be aware of? 10 of Wands in reverse again. Someone's dropping the burden. 5 of Swords. Uh-oh. 4 of Wands in reverse. Someone's got a mighty big headache because of a lack of harmony. This can be There could be a breakup or some kind of separation. All the fun times, partying, it's over. Wah, wah. There's a big headache. There's been the battle that can't be won. It could be mind games. The crows again. This could be your own inner struggles, but this isn't you. This is in your environment that you aren't even necessarily aware of. So there's somebody here what is this Four of Wands? Judgment in reverse. There is regret, possibly blame, but somebody's blaming you, blaming themselves about something. They want to drop the burden. So then where's this all heading? Let me get some cards from the Moonology deck. What's the potential outcome here? Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So you're in the process of figuring all this out. And you are an agent of change. You feel like, let's see, there's a lot going on. There's a lot changing around you. Because you have the hunger for this change. You know that it's necessary. It's not comfortable. You're creating this. You have created this change somehow. It's happening around you, but you are somehow managing to stay grounded. You're figuring out this inner part of you that is strong. You know what you want to make you happy. You are leaning on this part of you that you're learning how to trust, to have faith. You're seeing the bigger picture. You're understanding that all of this happened, this heartbreak and the difficulty that you've had with someone, maybe with a lot of people in your life. You're like, okay, I see now why this all happened, because this was all meant to help me learn how to find my center in difficult times. This is what so many of us have to learn, because that's what life is about. We get a bunch of crap thrown at us on a regular basis, because that's what being human is. Some more than others, but it's all relative. We're each having our own experience. And so it doesn't matter who's having what experience outside of you. You are having the experience you're having, and that makes it valid, period. And there's nothing wrong with you experiencing the difficulties and feeling unworthy and feeling all the fear and feeling all the things. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a reaction to it, and that's what we've learned, and that's a part of being human. But now you are coming to the understanding that you have some control in this, that you can actually change your perception, see things from a different perspective, lean into that faith, and trust that this too shall pass. The change is happening. It's happening. I feel like yes, it's happening right now. And in a sense, all you can do is kind of hang on and go along for the ride. You set something in motion, but your hard work is paying off. This is all leading you to a place of ultimate victory. That's what it's really coming down to. You're turning things around. where things have felt kind of like lackluster, or like, you know, somehow you dropped the ball or whatever. It's just this period of time where you've been having to integrate and figure things out for yourself. We get one more. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah. The negativity being the fear. The negativity about yourself, about your own abilities, who you think you are, what you're capable of. Whatever you're telling yourself that makes you feel less than awesome is not true. Fear is false evidence appearing real. If you start to feel bad about yourself, you already know it is not true. It's just a story that you're telling yourself that most likely you have learned to tell yourself from other people or from situations. But it's changing your story. That's what it really comes down to. And you are doing the work, and it's going to pay off. So I'm going to leave it there. Right? Let me finish. No, I'm going to leave it there. Okay. In the interest of time, I'm leaving it there. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing, and leave a comment if you feel like it.